The day you drove your 10 lakh car out of the showroom, you lost 2 lakh before you even started the engine. Not a metaphor, not an exaggeration. It's true. By the time you reached home, your car was worth 8 lakh. The showroom kept 2 lakh in depreciation. Day 1, done. And that's before your first EMI. Here's what I want to be clear about before I start this video. This is not a don't buy a car video. I'm not going to tell you कि cars are evil और आपको हर जगह बस से जाना चाहिए. India's public transport is what it is. If you need a car, you need a car. But here's what this video is about. By the end of this, you'll know the actual 5-year cost of owning a 10 lakh car. Not the sticker price, the real number. And you will have a specific plan for how to buy a car the smart way. Whether that's petrol, EV, new or used. Because right now, most Indians buy a car the worst possible way. और जो banks है, dealers है, financing companies है, they love it. India's vehicle financing AUM has crossed 8 lakh crore as of March 2025. 8 lakh crore in loans against a depreciating asset. Every single rupee of that is someone's future wealth flowing out into a car that is worth less every single day. ये वो एसेट है जो आपके पैसे ग्रो नहीं करता, इंस्टेड आपकी वेल्थ को खराब कर देता है. अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो वीडियो को लाइक कर देना एंड चैनल को सब्सक्राइब भी कर देना. Most people know cars lose value. Everyone has heard this, but nobody talks about how fast and how much. Here is the data जो मुझे इंटरनेट पे मिला. A typical hatchback or compact SUV in India, the Nexon, Swift, Creta, depreciates approximately 20% in year 1 alone. So your 10 lakh car is worth 8 lakh the moment it leaves the showroom. That's 2 lakh gone on day 1. By year 3, worth around 6 to 6.5 lakh. By year 5, worth around 5 to 5.5 lakh. You paid 10 lakh. You now have a car worth 5 lakh. But wait, you didn't actually pay 10 lakh cash. You took a loan. 10 lakh car loan at 9% for 5 years. EMI 20,750 rupees per month. Total repayment approximately 12.45 lakh. So you paid 12.45 lakh for something जिसकी वैल्यू 5 साल बाद सिर्फ 5 लाख है. अब सोचो, आपने 12.45 लाख दिए, आपके पास 5 लाख की चीज है. सो टेक्निकली आपको 7.45 लाख का लॉस हो चुका है और अभी हमने रनिंग कॉस्ट की बात भी नहीं करी. सोचो आप दिवाली पे एक फोन खरीदते हो 50,000 में, नेक्स्ट डे वो 40,000 का हो जाता है और आपको बहुत बुरा लगता है, राइट? अ कार डज द सेम थिंग एक्सेप्ट द ड्रॉप इज 2 lakh in 1 day, not 10,000 rupees. And this is just the beginning. Now let's add the running cost. This is where it gets real. Annual car insurance for a 10 lakh car would be around 20,000 to 35,000 per year. Fuel if you're driving 1,000 km to 1,200 km per month in a petrol hatchback at 15 km per liter, and the petrol price is 100 rupees per liter. That's approximately 6,500 to 8,000 per month. And annually 80,000 to 96,000. Annual maintenance plus servicing 10,000 to 15,000 per year. Toll plus parking in metros 1,000 rupees to 2,000 rupees per month. So annual running cost हो गई total approximately 1.3 to 1.7 lakh per year. Over 5 years, 6.5 to 8.5 lakh just in running cost. So the total 5-year cost of a 10 lakh car is EMI repayment 12.45 lakh, running costs, insurance plus fuel plus maintenance plus toll parking 7 to 9 lakh. So total हो गया around 20 to 21 lakh and car की वैल्यू 5 साल बाद हो गई सिर्फ 5 लाख रुपए. Net wealth destruction 16 to 17 lakh in 5 years. Now obviously हमने उस कार को काफी यूज किया, उस कार की वजह से हमारी काफी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हुई है. There is no denying that. But ये वो एसेट है जो बाकी एसेट की तरह आपके पैसे ग्रो नहीं करता और फिर लोग कहते हैं कि कार एक जरूरत है. कार एक जरूरत हो सकती है, बट 16 से 17 लाख का फैसला बिना इस मैथ के माइट नॉट बी अ गुड डिसीजन. तो अब ये तो क्लियर है कि एक 10 लाख की कार एक्चुअल में 20 लाख प्लस की लायबिलिटी है. बट हियर्स द पार्ट दैट्स एक्चुअली मेकिंग एन एंटायर जनरेशन पुअरर एंड इट हैज नथिंग टू डू विद द मैथ. आज से 2-3 डेकेड पहले की बात करो, अ कार इन योर नेबरहुड वाज अ बिग डील. एक पूरी कॉलोनी में 1-2 गाड़ी होती थी. पीपल वुड कम आउटसाइड टू लुक एट इट. इट वाज जेन्युइनली एस्पिरेशनल एंड इट वाज जेन्युइनली हार्ड टू गेट. यू हैड टू सेव, you had to wait, you had to earn it. But then something changed. Banks and NBFCs figured out if we make loans easy, instant approval, small down payment, affordable EMI, people will buy cars they otherwise couldn't afford. We collect interest, dealers collect margin, everybody wins. Everybody except the buyer. Today, you can get a car loan approved in 30 minutes. Zero down payment schemes exist. Your affordable 20,000 EMI becomes a 5-year sentence on an asset that's losing value every single month. Now wait, एक मिनट पॉज करके सोचो. इंडिया में अभी ऑलमोस्ट हर दूसरे घर में एक गाड़ी है. Is that because everyone got richer or is it because loans got easier? The answer is in the data. Vehicle financing AUM grew from 3.65 lakh crore in 2021 to 8.1 lakh crore in 2025. That is a 122% increase in 4 years, more than double. India didn't double its wealth in 4 years. Car loan availability doubled. और ये एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है फ्यूचर में. The easy availability of money through instant loans, zero down payment, Diwali festival offers is not making India wealthier. It's making the middle class look richer while getting poorer. A car in your parking lot with an EMI running is not wealth. It's debt on a depreciating asset. Every month that EMI runs, your net worth is going down, not up. अब एक और चीज, the 0% EMI offer at the dealership, they offer you sir 0% interest, no extra charges. अब मैं आपको बताता हूँ असल में हो क्या रहा है. In most cases, when you take a 0% EMI scheme, the dealer absorbs or passes on a processing fee, typically 10,000 rupees to 25,000 rupees, or the scheme is subsidized by the manufacturer. It is not truly interest-free in the same way a bank loan would be. More importantly, the cash discount you would get for paying outright. अगर आपने कार बाय करी होगी तो आपको पता होगा कि आपको वो डिस्काउंट मिलता है. Typically 30,000 to 80,000 depending on the model and the dealer margins. But वो आपको ऑफर नहीं होगा अगर आप EMI स्कीम लेते हो तो. So you're not getting free financing. You're losing the cash benefit you could have negotiated. अगर ये ब्रेकडाउन वैल्यूएबल लग रहा है तो वीडियो को लाइक कर देना. It genuinely helps us reach someone जो कार बाय करने का सोच रहा है. अब ऐसे टाइम में हमारे मन में एक सवाल जरूर आता है. Is EV the right solution for this? Is EV actually cheaper? And more importantly, what is the right way to buy a car so you don't make this mistake? That's exactly what's coming next. Most people think कि EV महंगी, so petrol is still better. That's only half right. Here's the honest comparison. Tata Nexon petrol base model approximately 7.4 lakh ex showroom. Tata Nexon EV base model approximately 12.9 lakh. The price gap 5.12 lakh upfront. Now let's run the 5-year running cost. So petrol at 100 rupees per liter and mileage at 15 km per liter. Cost हो गई per kilometer 6.67 rupees. EV at home charging 7 rupees per unit and it runs 6 km per unit. So 1.17 rupees per kilometer. That is the cost to run 1 km on EV. Nearly 6 times cheaper. So अगर आप 1200 किलोमीटर पर मंथ ड्राइव करते हो जो एक एवरेज टिपिकल IT अर्बन प्रोफेशनल ओवर 5 years चलाता है तो पेट्रोल फ्यूल कॉस्ट अप्रोक्सीमेटली बन जाएगी 4.8 लाख एंड EV चार्जिंग कॉस्ट अप्रोक्सीमेटली 0.8 to 1 lakh rupees. That's 3.8 to 4 lakhs saved on the fuel alone. Sounds good, right? और इसी रीजन की वजह से हर कोई EV लेना चाहता है और उसके ऊपर लोअर EV मेंटेनेंस चार्ज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 25,000 to 33,000 over 5 years. So total 5-year savings हो गई for an EV around 4.5 to 5 lakh rupees. जो almost 5.12 lakh प्रीमियम जो हमने पे किया था EV कार बाय करने के लिए उसको ऑफसेट करता है. By one more year, EV car will break even on total cost. That means जो कॉस्ट हमने एक्स्ट्रा पे करी थी EV को खरीदने के लिए ओवर पेट्रोल उसको ऑफसेट करने के लिए आपको अराउंड 6 साल लगेंगे. And this is important. This math only works if you drive 1,000+ kilometers per month and you have home charging. If you live in an apartment where you can't install a charger or if you mostly drive less than 800 kilometers per month, the saving reduces significantly and the break even stretches past 8 to 10 years. जहां आपको नई बैटरी बाय करनी भी पड़ेगी क्योंकि 8 साल तक की गारंटी होती है. The honest answer, अगर आप 1200 किलोमीटर से ज्यादा गाड़ी चलाते हो per month in a metro with home charging setup, EV is financially smarter choice today. But if you drive less or don't have home charging, wait 2 to 3 more years for infrastructure and battery costs to mature further. You will get a better product at a lower price. अगर आप गाड़ी कम चलाते हो तो petrol is still a better choice until or unless petrol की price बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ जाए. Here's what I actually believe about cars and this is my personal view. A car is not an investment. It never will be. और ये वो consumption expense है that will lose value from day one. But, and this is the part nobody tells you, wanting a car is completely rational. It saves time, it provides independence and it has real utility. Most Indians will buy one eventually and that's okay. The mistake isn't buying a car. The mistake is buying a car without a plan. Here's the difference between buying smart and buying dumb. Buying dumb, salary comes in, festival offer, excited, zero down payment loan. 5 years of EMI on a depreciating asset broke. Buying smart, decide you want a car, calculate the real 5-year cost, invest the planned EMI as SIP for 12 to 18th month first. Use that corpus as down payment, take a smaller loan, own the car with less financial damage. Think of it like building a house. You start with the foundation. foundation and then the walls. If you just want a car to show off to your colony, that's lifestyle inflation. But if you want a car that genuinely serves your life, plan it the right way. अब मैं आपको exactly 3 steps देता हूँ, the specific calculation and the right path forward. Step 1, calculate your real 5-year car cost right now. Take your planned car price, multiply EMI by 60, add 1 to 1.5 lakh per year running costs and multiply it by 5. That's your total outflow. Now check what will this car be worth in 5 years. Search the same car model 5 years old on Cars24 or OLX. That's your approximate resale. Now subtract that number, that is your net wealth destruction. You should know about this. It should be an accepted decision and not a surprise. Step 2, if you're planning to buy, use the 12-month SIP rule first. Decide the car you want, calculate the EMI you would pay, and instead of starting the EMI, start the same SIP amount in a Nifty 50 index fund for 12 months. At the end of 12 months, you have a corpus to use as down payment. Your loan is smaller, your total interest paid is dramatically lower, and you have proven to yourself that you can sustain that monthly commitment before locking it in. Step 3, and सबसे important, seriously consider a 3-year-old used car first. Go to Cars24 or OLX Autos right now. Search for a 3-year-old version of the car you want. It will be 35 to 45% cheaper. The mechanical degradation of your car at 3 years will be minimal अगर service properly हुई है तो. By doing this, you're letting someone else absorb the first 3 years of depreciation. और आप इसको बहुत कम लोन पे या फिर नो लोन पे ले सकते हो. This is the single highest ROE decision in the car buying journey. Every month you start a car loan instead of the 12-month SIP plan first, you're locking yourself into the most expensive way to buy a car. That cost doesn't show up on day 1. It shows up over 5 years of EMIs, running costs and loss compounding. Subscribe करो अगर आप ऐसी वीडियोस और देखना चाहते हो about personal finance and money. एक जनरेशन पहले एक कार पूरी कॉलोनी की शान होती थी. आज हर दूसरे घर में एक गाड़ी. लोग ज्यादा अमीर नहीं हुए, loans easier हो गए. And the financial system that made those loans easy, they got richer, not you. The car sitting in your parking lot doesn't make you wealthy. The plan you have for your money does. Buy the car but know exactly what it costs. Know exactly what you're trading for it and then decide with your eyes open, not under a Diwali offer, not under showroom pressure. Now here's the thing. I showed you today how car EMIs fit into your total financial picture. But there is an entire video I made about what to do with your salary in the first 48 hours. Because if you're paying a car EMI, it's showing up as a major pre-commitment in your salary leakage audit. That video is a practical companion to this one. वो video अभी जाके देखो, that will change how you spend your money.